knockout, but something that was interesting was Mazin trying to help him put the in-ears in.
He's not going to be able to help him there as he is the first to fall.
Pancada already used it.
Meanwhile, the fight goes off and back. Spawn, Artine will fall. Liazi on the swing will crumble at the hands of Pancada as well. Loud looks so comfortable here.
Shadows traveling. Yeah, they're not rushing anything. Mazin has to come up huge right here for MIBR. Can't connect.
That's such a tough ask. So a flawless round to kick things off for Loud in mid, which is often indicative of a split B, but if that's where they want to end up, they're a little late behind it.
Ooh, Kawazin, he almost got caught right there.
Meanwhile, it's Liazi who falls. Rich is going to join him.
30.
Looks like they have an opportunity here to maybe get something going, but not. Tui's cleaning up the round with 3. Almost to no HP.
Really nice swing from Sadak. Taking matters into his own hands.
I got the spike.
Getting a couple of kills with Paul is there to trade. Now, what's the response on the other side of this from MIBR? Paul just got tagged again, and Tui's confident on the swing. Putting down the opposing jet. Yeah. Again, a big advantage here for Loud.
The re-walk through mid as well. Finding the timing on Artine. Kill like that. Relying on your mechanical talent.
Tui still with the outlaw.
He hasn't slowed down a bit. He's going to get another one right here. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty. He really hasn't had any reason to slow down. I think it's part of the issue.
Yeah, the disruption in these last couple of rounds from everybody on the side of Loud has been nothing short of spectacular.
Well, and you think about what an approach would be for a team of Loud's caliber playing against a team who's making their debut, really. As Tui's gets forward, Ace potentially on the other side. He's going to have to do it with the Sheriff, and you can tell Kawanzin, the good teammate that he is, handing it over. The I-by power race for Loud.
Team, get on the board. Unless we'll just sit in B main and take a gunfight. Why not?
Yeah, to have been a fly on the wall, because I think, again, when you're this new, I mean, there are so many things that need to be a part of the conversation. Some messy shots from Les there. Paul was able to get the best of them.
Oh, look at this retake setup right here. Knives have been popped for Tui's. That Omen flash doesn't connect onto Rich, but still a trade.
Here.
1 for 1 found. Blade still on mine. Tui's not spotting a target. Paula's on the swing, and Tui's is there to punish one more time. 59 HP. He's taking some damage. Liazi striking beautifully, though, as MIBR are on the board. MIBR fast here off of a paranoia. The blades are popped. You see the Hunter's Fury out as well. Not going to tag. Sight once again. There's Kawanzin. Falls, though. They've gotten a little bit of space. Paula.
Spike planted.
Those knives will not do.
Still adjusting to the main stage for sure.
No, here, Tui's has an op in hand. The shot rattling off, not connecting. MIBR still with slight control. If MIBR can deal with some of what Loud are trying to do and allow our team to get into a good position, he may have a shot at this, but Rich and Liazi crumble.
Last player standing.
And it's all on our team now, and with just a couple of seconds left and no teammates to fight alongside, Tui's is going to be able to stick the defuse. That's another round the way of Loud.
And once more, if you do not disrupt Loud on their retake protocols, I mean, they're going to own you.
Yeah. You imagine MIBR are going to want to go fast here. They don't have Rich. He's waiting on the other side. He used it as a shotgun. He gets 2, not able to settle on the 3rd, but Kawanzin joins in. Mazin is on the site, but he doesn't have the spike. And again, Rich so far away from the play. Oh, he spotted him. That's a very nice shot, though, and that's going to buy a little bit more time. With 30 seconds left, there's still so much left to do. Mazin will fall.
30 seconds left.
Rich in a 1v2.
He has a dart up as well. Omen flash, KO flash.
10 seconds left.
Mollies, TPs. Pretty much full utility for this retake. A perfect molly.
Does a little bit of damage. There's the molly, there's the paranoia, and there are the closing shots from Sadak. Smokes out. Paula tries getting ahead of it a little bit, but not been able to find any success. That was clean, though. Out from Rich, dropping Pancada. This op hasn't really done a lot, but it's finally starting to settle. Sadak getting the best of Liazi. A little bit of space found on the site. Still not enough to commit to the plant, though.
That was so chaotic for a moment. Now,
it was ugly.
Finally some settling. the storm.
And so here, Artzine's gonna get the spike down, or should, barring that. Oh, that was very close. But he has his ult online. Does he force it here? It doesn't matter. Instantly gets dropped by Kalanzine.
And again, another great retake from Loud.
Aggressive from Loud, disruptive from Loud, less opping, dropping Paula. Meanwhile, Tui's is in your lap. So aggressive, so decisive again.
For Loud, it might actually be a thorn in their side. They got to speed up right now because Mazin's about to come up huge.
2 big kills there. Kalanzine and Penkata fall. Still less than Tui's in the play. And that might be enough. 2v2 now. Tui swings a little bit too far out. Can the op do anything here? Will they even give him the swing? Les gets his one, but Mazin with 3 on the round.
Just came out of that only taking like chip damage from his own Sova ult.
Oh, smooth stabs Paula with the smoother shot.
So precise on that one.
I mean, I get why people are excited about this kid. Had some really nice moments. Kalanzine falls. Nicely handled by Arzine on the swing. Rich now pushing forward, and MIBR again have found success enough to get out onto the site.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to bring back. Sadhak.
He's got a lot to do here. Settles the first, gets the second, not able to land onto the third, but Loud have cut their losses already. They've scattered. Tui's down to 1 HP, is more concerned about saving the op. Wisely so. If Les can't get a couple of these exits, these matter. They don't have a ton of money. Liazi denied exit. Mazin will fall too. Every single weapon on the ground. Paula over the top. Nicely handled to dodge away from the dart, but you don't dodge away from Les.
You should run.
Meanwhile, everything else is already starting to rotate over too. He's trying to get some high ground with Liazi waiting on the other side of the smoke. Having to wait for the lockdown. He's gonna die while it happens. This is very nicely handled by Loud's plans. Remember how often you've highlighted Loud look comfortable. They look confident in these retakes. They're gonna have to do it again. A 4v2 still in their way, even though they lost 1 for it. And the outcome is the same. And yes, this one doesn't feel as indicative.
Feeling the negative effects of those exit kills that Loud got in one of those rounds previous.
He's isolated. Yeah, Tui's had really no one to cover him because Les was smoked off.
It's a great
There's no
opener.
one to watch that. Now in the smoke, unable to settle. It's a little bit more damage done.
Oh, that's a free B site as well.
Sleep,
Oh, but what is that from Rich? A little bit antsy, a little bit too ambitious of a peek in the mid. The numbers game was won.
Oh, look at Liazi's positioning. He's tucked, he's hidden. Sadak has no idea.
Beautiful spray control.
And so MIBR have a numbers advantage here. They've got a rifle in hand too for Arzine. Can Loud settle this? The paranoia is so good, but Kalanzine seems to be better. Mazin on the trade. Pankata by himself. Healthy too. No damage dealt so far. Time short though. But Spike has been going off for a little bit. A lot of the onus here on the controller to make a play, and he slipped the net.
Yeah, but this crossfire is too deadly. I mean, maybe.
The crossfire doesn't matter. He's already gotten his way through.
Oh my gosh.
It's been smoked off. He's got to challenge the smoke. Mazin goes in aggressive. He's gotten it to 1. He's gotten it to half. The flash in his face. He tucks with the shorty in hand. The spike goes off. The round goes away of MIBR. That was way closer. The Arzine molly and then the smoke, but Loud funnel anyway. They flood out past it. They try to get out onto the site.
Pankata.
Oh,
he's going to get caught out.
He doesn't know. First shot goes a bit wide, but Mazin the other side as Paula gets a little bit more aggressive, tries to dash out, but he's been lit up, and now he's dead. MIBR, really, you're starting to feel the struggle of them trying to get out onto the side, and honestly, pursuit. But again, MIBR are ahead of this. They've rotated so quickly, but when you just got pistols, what can you do? Rich and Paula, the 2 newcomers to the roster, the only ones left standing, and now it's all on the duelist. With a classic in hand, facing 3 from Loud. Trying to buy his time. A 4 and 13, a couple of targets spotted, one of them dealt with. The situation is not getting any easier for the kid.
Oh, he did get an upgrade, but the up-down is too strong for Loud.
Now you've got Amalia that's waiting on the other side as Paula, expecting some utility that never comes, still swings out, drops Kalanzine, but pays for it with his life.
Time, Doug.
It's so short. But Liazi's gotten a couple of kills. How much more can he find, though? Les, forced to sit back. He's so far away from the play. Spam going to connect onto 1, but even if it wasn't for that, they should have. And they did. 1.57 left.
Gonna take a page of his own book, but it might be a dry swing.
It's a dry swing.
Great
Only
trade.
one kill found though, yeah.
I think that's a W for Loud. That could have been deadly.
Yeah, it could have been 2, perhaps even 3. Keep an eye on Mazine and his positioning. Spamming through, Kawanzin will fall.
Down A.
But again, the duelist only able to get 1.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job of getting that first blood, that first kill, Paula. But
That's kind of it.
he gets traded so fast.
And that's massive props to Loud for being able to do that every time.
That's how you deal with a star duelist.
Or someone who's looking to make a name of himself.
That was messy from Sadhawk.
Ardsy nicely handled. Les and Pancata left for Loud. They've gotten the spike down. They just need to buy their time here as best as they can survive. Pancata left alone, a 1v2. Ardsy weak. He will fall. The snap onto Mazine, not connecting yet. But time is short. 85 HP, no armor. Pancata takes a slight step back, buying his time, forcing Mazine to make a play. And it's Pancata who comes out on top. The Red Bull clutch. Very beautifully done. Meanwhile, Paula looking to get aggressive with the Guardian in hand.
These are the moments where he gets the first blood. Now he gets 2 this time. But he was out mid for, what, 25 seconds already?
Felt like an eternity.
It's absurd.
That was the only rifle they had, too.
3 members of MIBR went mid to support Paula there. An insane timing.
They've contacted out, but they all fall.
What a timing from Loud. He's going to be taken out shortly. There it is. Those 2.
And if Fraud is anything, he's a competitor, man. He's a fighter.
It's like Artson's got some fight to him still. Picks up that kill onto the IGL of Sadhawk. He's playing Neon on a lot of these maps, plays KO, and he plays it pretty aggressively. Nice kill from Liazi on the lurk on Les. Mid-round them around. Beautiful kill from Kawanzin. Oh my goodness, that was insta.
Talk about microing your pieces around. Kawanzin will pay for it. He will fall. Tui's and Pancata left alive for Loud. And Pancata continues to be Pancata. Rich not able to settle the shots. The only player from MIBR who's not in the play right now is Mazine, but he's starting to rotate over. They haven't really made their way out. Tui's and Pancata fall. We're going to play at least 1 more round.
And I just spoke about how good Tui's has been with them so far. Let's see what he can do here. He's getting set up with full utility.
Liazi's really far away from the play. It doesn't matter because Tui's falls, but they pop the ult to get the knives down. Rich getting in on it as well. 2 ults invested, 3 kills found. Is that they have numbers. They can send 1-2 to deal with him and then turn attention back site. Sadhawk's left alone, can't deal with the remaining members of MIBR. So the defensive side will get to their 7th. Kind of navigate this as well as they can to close out the map. Paul is getting active, but just not able to punish.
Has an opportunity to kill the drone. A little late though. Didn't take his window of opportunity. Maybe that inexperience showing a little bit.
He was set up really well. Meanwhile, Mazine having to deal with 3. Manages to drop 1, but a flash in his face. Now Loud kind of thrown into disarray a little bit here. They have a couple of options. They still have plenty of time to figure out where they want to end. 35 seconds left. Sada controlling his troops.
There's 1.
I mean, just gets obliterated. Kawanzin does too. Liazi's been crispy these last couple of rounds. Another numbers disadvantage for the attacking side. Oh! What? That's how that ends? Sadhawk!
When you're a new team. So these are all things that we need to look forward for MIBR. That's a great start.
Yeah. Maybe that's the difference. I mean, Paula's got his nade. That's kind of it.
Pretty good nade to split the opposition, but no shots really connecting. Paula gets taken out. Rich with a trade.
Numbers the way of the attack still, and it seems to have gotten a little bit better, but Loud always punch back just when you think they're going to be able to walk away with a round. They keep it competitive if they snatch this back. What a nightmare.
Kawanzin is dirty. He's filthy. Kawanzin did spot that, just like Les has just spotted Liazi in front B.
Sada caught. Not really able to find safety, not really able to get out.
Les to pick up front B, so it's only Pancata anchoring this site right now.
Spam through the smoke, not connecting. You can see the rotations out from Loud as Les gets 2 on the round. They thought it was safe. They thought they could get through, but You just slam a face into less in a position like that, and there's no way through. So Tui's cleans up the round. Loud get to 2.
Come in full effect.
Right. Ooh, aggression out from Loud. Again, this time a fight towards A. And Paula gets the best of Sadok once more. What utility do they have to go about this? Kawanzin concerned about a late lurk towards B, and reasonably, given how that's been part of the playbook for MIBR. On Ascent and now on Lotus as well. Rich with 2 big kills. Kawanzin and Picada, the only 2 that remain. MIBR with full control of the site. They've got the spike down. They have plenty of time to settle.
And for Loud right now, they're just going to go for damage. I guarantee it.
Oh, the damage went the other way. Ooh. As Pancada gets clotheslined, leaving Kawanzin all to his lonesome. You're right, any damage dealt here is a success. The dink is all little B. As Kawanzin falls, MIBR are on the board. It seemed like a very similar approach to the beginning of the round for Loud. They sent Sadok in as aggressively as possible towards A, denied that space from the opposition, and then flip back. And I couldn't tell if the turret was recalled or if he cleared it, but either way, Liazi and Rich getting a couple kills on the site. Kawanzin has arrived on the scene, able to get 2. Crispy 3 on the round. As the eye goes up, the Nightfall goes down. Now they've got them all tagged. And now Les can get a little bit more active and a little bit more aggressive. The timing is perfect. Mazine tries to reposition and play mind games as he TPs in the smoke.
He's saving.
But there's no way for him to get out.
Kawanzin just pulled off the unthinkable. A monstrous round from himself.
They have no choice but to go forward. They drop the Nightfall of their own and try to get out towards A. Keep a close eye on Artine, who's trying to get up towards stages. As the rocket goes up, Kawanzin, no way, he didn't see him. Still lands the shots on Tui's.
Spike planted.
So that's the Gecko down. Sadok clearing every corner, every single angle it possibly can. Meanwhile, Kawanzin again continuing to farm, making a feast of MIBR. Now Paulo's left in a 1v2. He's healthy. He tries to pre-fire the angle. Les is on the big swing. That's 3 for Paulo, though. 1 more left to find. Oh, he almost hit it, but Pancada just bests him again. And it's a different look for Loud. Nicely handled from our team. Remember, one of the 2 rifles that are in play.
Somebody's there.
Tui's takes a step back, almost gets punished. Artine waiting for anyone to drop. As Sadok tries getting active. Just can't. I mean, Loud have really been shut out of this site. They've been shut out of the round. I thought Pancada was about to have another moment. They deal a little bit of damage with that ult that he's popped. Trying to drop a couple, but they're really not even giving him a fight. Well, the Kawanzin, I mean, he's still causing problems. Sadok falls, but a weapon upgraded for the Fade. 98 HP, no armor. Trying to get up close and personal, but cannot. And neither can Pancada.
We only see 3 members here right now for the side of Loud, but there's going to be much more in a second here. I say that, but Tui's might get overwhelmed by Paula. Nice entry. Rich gets another one. But this guy, Doug.
13 kills so far. I thought Pancada might try to ult around it to try to catch him slipping, or Kawanzin just going to frag out by himself. 3 on the round for him so far. Why not?
He still has a tether as well.
But he's so weak here. And 57 HP, and they're just going to have to deal with the pit. Maybe Les can find something.
1 enemy remains.
Their or Pancada gets both.
He just spray and prays through the smoke.
There's no other layer to this. I think MIBR have fully set their sights towards A as the rocket goes out. Paula gets over the top, draws Sodox once more, but Les is there on the counter. Still playing backside, it doesn't matter. If you can't hear a damn thing because you've got Kawanzin. That tandem, that duo, tries to keep MIBR back. Artine responding with a couple of kills of his own now, down to 39 HP. Trying to play back in hell as the spike goes down. Tui's and Pancada left to try to figure out how they deal with this retake. I think there was a moment where they spotted Tui's head, but on the swing, Liazi and Artine clean it up. MIBR being corralled and forced in towards B.
Yeah, we've seen this round before. We've seen that entry before, but it was Kawanzin the last time around.
Sadok was able to get his one, keeping things at 4 apiece. Tui's as a stinger in this round as you see this attempt at a take from Loud towards Worm with 3 out. They've got the paranoia to try to pave the way. Tui's able to get the best of Rich, upgrade a weapon, and continue to farm. Now it's Thresh. And that spit will buy a little bit of time as Artine takes a step back. Wow. Leaving Pancada to his own devices. Tui's not able to settle the shots. Artine with 4 on the round. The possibility of an ace. Pancada playing around the smoke, the tap of the door of the spike, excuse me, as Mazine spams through, cleans him up, and we're tied at 5. I think a lot of it in large part has been Paul's been able to get the best of him a couple of times in these 1v1s. That time he falls. Tui's dancing around Mound, only able to clean one up. MIBR should be able to get out onto C pretty effortlessly here. Pancada will get his one, but
no one is holding for him yet.
the positions are really nice, though.
Nice.
Ball handled by MIBR. The post plants.
Yeah. Oh, what a timing. Follow with the entry, though.
Very nice snap. Meanwhile, Pancada's going to fall on the other side, too.
Oh, they're running circles around him right now.
Keep an eye on Kawanzin, though. Currently surrounded. There was no idea that he would have been there. Rich had passed him by accident.
So hard for Loud to do.
Sadak tries satcheling through, or excuse me, dashing through and can't. Leaving less than a 1v3. Has to get out to try not to get detained, and that's a sad way for the half to end, man.
But a good way to end the half if you're MIBR. That was a very convincing round from start to finish.
He's got to know. The paranoia is not going to hit him. Rich is patient. Oh, but Pancada just, obliterates him.
I mean, forget it. Sadak doesn't need to clear it if you have a player like Pancada on your team, apparently.
He just knew exactly where he would be. Liazi's able to respond with 2 kills of his own, not able to connect onto the 3rd. But Loud gets the spike down. They get the kills they need, and they get the pistol.
Oh, where?
And it might work.
It's gonna work.
That's the craziest part of this.
It should work.
Unless they audible and try to end back B, but it seems like they're intent on trying to get out towards C. Kalamzin will fall. Is that enough for them to flip? Yeah, it is. They've tapped the door. They're heading back A, or B, excuse me, but Paul is already here.
Spike down B.
Les getting one. It's all gone into chaos. 10 seconds left. The spike's not even in hand anymore.
Wow.
They're going to end back C here. There's still a bit of this Koja utility. You've got this high-low that's miserable to deal with. I mean...
And now for MIBR, that's a great pick. Just spam through the smoke, I believe?
I believe so. No ults to speak of, but they have plenty of guns. They have plenty of utility. They've got plenty of numbers to fight for this retake. Kawanzin down low, able to isolate and get 2. Not able to connect onto the 3rd, but he's put Tui's in an advantageous position. Still a difficult one. Can't connect on any of them. As MIBR get to 9.
Oh, and it's going to be a refight as well. MIBR playing such a good game right now. Look at this. Already the instant punish on the Sadak. Not letting him get away with what he's been getting away with in the previous rounds.
I thought Pancada was going to be able to get away there, but Paula deals with him without any real resistance. What a clean round from MIBR. And again, it wasn't necessarily a gun round, but it was. And Sadak,
no way.
Oh, there's so much space here. There's so much patience, too. Oh, no. Liazi's able to turn on him, snaps. Paula gets another. And now the lockdown that has to be dealt with.
No.
Oh, Kawanzin, again, still finding his one. Now things turning back over. MIBR with numbers advantage, but Liazi falls. Rich does 2, and that was the diffuser. Now Mazine's left alone. Not a lot of time to do this. Not even taken to half. Able to settle onto 1, but it's messy. I don't think he's going to have enough time anyway, is he? I don't think so.
Didn't get half. That spam was so clutch from Loud. The problem is there hasn't really been follow-up when they've done that. Good trade from Liazi onto Les.
A swing out, just a warning shot. But Rich is able to drop the opposing Neon. With 2 HP left, manages to stay alive, at least for the time being.
Here's more.
How do MIBR get back into this? So that's another one. Tag, Tui's can just go in and hunt. But he's concerned about what's waiting on the other side, and wisely so. Now, attention drawn back towards Rich as bullets soar across his face. He's patient with it, disciplined, but he's finally getting punished. Can Pancada get this back on his own? Oh, they're both so weak. He's gotten it down to 1. Mazina has to sink it. No choice. He's just got to hold it the whole way, and he does. He's in a miserable spot here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out. He's stunned. He's dead. Sadak pushing the pace, getting 2. Oh, that's not what he was intending to do there. Meanwhile, Rich, as everything drops into chaos, Pancada's trying to reposition. Rich, the steady hands, gets another, but ultimately falls. Now Loud with the numbers advantage. The spike planted out onto the site. Paula and Liazi left to figure this one out, and it's all onto Liazi now. Les cleans up both. Loud gets to 10. I mean, if things hold as they should, we're going to be tied at 11. Well, or they won't. Rich gets 1. Mazine gets another. Hang on.
Good Omen flash as well. It should be an upgrade for Mazin. There's the Vandal. Yep.
There.
Sadok's gonna try to slip into hell here. Oh, there's so many targets he's gonna have to deal with. Yeah, he's gonna get sucker punched. It's leading to he's on his own. MIBR have handled this so well. And yes, perhaps a little bit too proactive from some of the members of Loud, but Tui's in a 1v3. There's no way they hit that. MIBR are thrifty to get to map point.
Hit onto B though. This is all just a fake. It's all a ruse.
A paranoia dash. Sadok not able to connect onto the shot, but as all of that's going on, see, they drop the Nightfall. They have the Thrash. Not connecting, but Rich is. And this is not as clean from Loud as they would have expected, as they would have liked. They're down 2 numbers here. The ult's going to make things even worse. MIBR so close to pushing us to sunset. Liazi's weak, sure, but they have so much they can do here. But hang on. MIBR have to get active here. They have to push forward. They don't really have a ton of utility to do this here. But it's gotten down to 1-2. He's a 1v3, not able to connect the shots. He got so dang close, but it was not enough. Artsine, you can see Spidey senses tingling a little bit. Puts the cam up, turns around, but now understands there is pressure coming in from the other side. Meanwhile, Les striking just. Rich is in a really tough spot here. He's gonna have to request help. MIBR has to come back and assist him as Liazi falls. Paula not able to settle, not able to be steady. Rich on the swing, gets one with him. But that's all it is. Mazin left in a 1v3. Tui's has already gotten the defuse to half. No real challenge. They bullied him away from stopping the defuse. In there, 1000%.
It's tough.
And so Loud with a couple of Bulldogs into this round. Tui's is already fallen.
Punished here. We've seen this happen time and time again. That's a nice entry.
He might, but Kawanzin's able to turn it, hit the fault line just like that. And that's such a good setup.
Spike down B.
Kawanzin's position there was perfect. Like, that delayed the entire hit from MIBR.
Player standing.
Wow.
And Pagata has no choice but to go hunting and trying to find targets. A sidestep of the fall line, but at this point, I mean, it's done. Wow. What a response from MIBR. Full armor, full rifles. Sadok's already down.
Man. Ooh.
Remember, it's only Vandal on the side of Cloud. And it hits the ground.
Spike planted.
It's a 4v2 just like that.
Tui's able to scoop things up. But there's, I mean, the problem with this situation right now is MIBR has so many tools to stop any sort of attempted sneak deny. Or defuse, excuse me.
And you're done.
Paul is the first to fall, though.
My buddies, if you...
Wingman will help. They don't have any smokes. They don't really have anything to do this. So they can drop, MIBR can drop their own smokes and then try to spam through it. And that's exactly what Artsine does. He gets 3 on the round.
On the extremities, that's why you see B main gathered. You see a prod going up A main. All at the moment. Yeah, this has been the story, by the way.
And the smoke to deny on the other side. He should... Oh, he's going back in for the fight. He had safe passage out. But instead tries to deal with Loud on the other side of the smoke and falls because of it. Paula able to steady the shots onto Pencata, cleaning him up.
Oh, I say that. There's a little flank here. Battle of the flanks. Paula cannot connect. Now everyone's smothered into B main.
They might be comfortable here. The problem is they're kept so far away from the defuse. Les is making a lot of noise. Still snaps on Artsine. That's a ridiculous shot.
Disgusting.
Mazin has to go forward. You have to deal with Les. You cannot leave him back here.
Player standing.
And Les stays up. Kawanzin cleans it up. The defuse will come through. A great round from Loud. The stack from Loud. You have all of the Cypher utility here.
30 seconds left.
Paula gets, I mean, decapitated through a smoke. The swing up from Kawanzin's only going to get one, but they managed to get the spike down. Artsine on this late flank across the middle of the map, and again, it's another spam through smoke. It's another dump of utility, but Artsine's the only one left standing. The snap onto the first is good. It's not planned for him, though. He's got to get active. He's got to try to take this fight down. I mean, Tui's, don't give it to him. He's gotten it down to the 1v1, but the defuse already comes through. I really love how patiently he's playing this, though. He's not forcing it. He understands that the space that he has gained and the pressure that he can apply is infinitely more valuable. I don't know how Tui's hit that shot, though. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that outlaw is so strong.
Liazi tried filling him behind it. He was greeted by Sadok on the other side. What a mess this has become. The fault line down to Rich. Snaps onto Kawanzin anyway. Mazin playing on the other side of the smoke. There's no tap of it yet. Rich on the swing. He's gotten it halfway. It's gotten down to 1v1. Rich gets the third on the round. It's gonna get MIBR it as well.
Here the rotation's coming out. They're gonna cut it.
Kawanzine gets caught, trying to rotate through. Sonic might as well, and he does.
Nicely called around so far from Mazine. The execution almost flawless. Artisan does get taken out, and all of a sudden,
take a look at Pancada's positioning. But MIBR is so ready for it, so wise to it. They clean him up, and that, I mean, that should secure the round.
yeah, this is very tough to retake against. Les would have to go nuclear here, but the crossfire is too much, and Rich is looking to disrespect.
Paula.
So is Paula, the rookies, fired up.
Somebody's there.
A little bit of early aggression from Loud, and it's off of a punish too. It's really nice. You gotta be cautious here. Again, our team's in a really good spot. The wall goes up, the spike's still not fully committed.
But what was that from Tui's just standing in the open?
Les is so caught. The paranoia hit him, but they still haven't cleared it. They haven't gotten out on A yet.
Yeah, because they have all of B.
But I wonder if you expect him to get active, because if he's too patient with it, he's going to botch this whole thing. Manages to get Les, tries to get Pancada, and does so.
Teams themselves probably thought was going to be easy breezy.
Again, early aggression out from Loud.
Sadok's read into this. So is Les getting that kill in the mid.
Dissuaded by the fault line, dissuaded by the wingman.
So awkward right now.
MIBR, they've met resistance every step of the way here. Every single area of the map they tried exploring was shut by Loud.
The same thing is happening on the other side of the map. A little bit of a body block.
MIBR can punish this really nicely, understanding they have a timing window. That doesn't connect, but Kawanzine does. What a shot.
I can't believe he sticks around and stays there when there's a raised rocket on the board.
Yeah, and you hear both satchels pop. There's a lot of confidence there. And speaking of confidence, Les recklessly swinging into another. Les is weak, yeah, sure. But they're just going to get picked apart. And a situation just went from bad to worse. Farzine somehow managing to get another kill, but Tui's has gotten the defuse to 75% already. He can hold this the whole way.
First point of contact here. He's going to try to get a pop shot and probably get out.
Oh, I didn't think they'd pull the trigger on this so fast, and they've hit all four as both dizzies go up. MIBR falls. What a slaughter across the middle of the map. Our team tried buying his time in the cage, tried finding comfort and concealment in it. What a strike from Loud. And it was all set up from the very beginning. The fault line would be devastating. We'll see if MIBR are able to pull something like that off on the defensive side. So far, the advantage is leaned into it. Seems like it's not getting any better for MIBR. Sadok seems to be coming online, seems to be coming alive.
If he keeps this up, he's making a statement. Oh, he gets dropped down by Liazi, but he did a very good job so far.
While the rest of Loud take a step back, assume their post-play positions, and now the spam begins. The tap comes through. It hasn't gotten to half yet as Rich has struggled. Guarding, oh, it's not going to do it, but Loud. Also keep in mind, Rich is kind of joining the fray. You see him rotating over. There's the fault line, but the stun. Oh, but the stun's the other way. So Mazine's able to punish Kawanzine. 4 members here, 30 seconds left. Not a lot of time to figure it out. Les falls, but Tui's ever the steady hand for Loud. Swings things back their way. Meanwhile, for MIBR, no real opportunity to upgrade a weapon, so they're going to have to stick to their pistols, and it very well might be enough. Sadok falls, 12 seconds left. The spike still not planted, still not committed. Tui's gets 4. Can he clean this up on his own? Pancada's around. He gets the last. That was
that out of this guy.
Meanwhile, Paula satcheling back forward to try to take the fight. Liazi spamming through the wall. Sadok down. He's kind of by himself here.
He's pretty split right now, this flash. Oh, he dodges it, but he gets dropped anyway. Les, so quick.
Going about this. A reflank in towards mid. So while MIBR are focused with trying to deal with the spam through the smokes, Les can strike when the moment's right, or Kawanzine can clean it up on his own. But the defuse came through. They stuck it. Mazine with a judge. And that's why you see how he's playing right now. He's a little bit further up, playing on the other side of a one-way, and Pancada gets dropped.
It just feels like these are the hardest rounds for Loud. I say that.
Not anymore.
And they quickly bring the round into their favor. Oh.
I don't think Rich stopped running. I'm pretty sure he's still swinging. That's just insane. But again, there's still not enough on the other side.
Prowess and the players of Loud come out on top. They're just on point. Speaking of on point, that one tap was on point. Yeah, just less slowly and methodically clearing out this market area. They're going to explode off of this trip.
Paul has to be careful. Stunned. Rocket hits it onto Les. Preemptively pulling the trigger, but not understanding there's another one on the other side. Tui's not striking. Paula punishes 3 on the round for him. What a round from this kid.
4 to close it out. Yeah, they're taking way too long here. Everything rests on the hands of Paula on this flank.
Oh, he gets caught by the trip. And Sadok's able to hold the line. Rich will fall. There's the Rolling Thunder that we were talking about. As Sadok was a little bit too far up. Punished by Mazine. A 3v3 for the round, and now the spam starts. Liazi, he's gotten it to half. He's not moving an inch. Oh, it stops again. So close. Mazine is too far out of the play. We've had too many of those.
Yeah. He's gonna hear all this commotion. Is Kawazine aware? He is not.
Oh no, only gets 1 though.
But it was right on target. How did the bullets not connect? He's all alone.
He's got a thrash, but nope. Whoa, okay.
That's a great kill.
That's a massive start. If he can play his life, if he can stay alive, this is big.
Almost converts onto Les.
Now Loud with so much more comfortable of a spot to navigate. They invest the Rolling Thunder with 10 seconds left. Spike not down. He's got to commit to this here. Is there anything to disrupt? That aftershock looks like it was going to be enough, but it's not. Tui's falls. They managed to get the Spike down to 2v2. Mazine and Liazi have to go forward. Pancata falls, left alone. 70 HP. The swing out from Liazi is beautiful. As MIBR stay alive. And so now MIBR with that advantage, Paula falling. Difference here though is that Rich has his ult. They have something to disrupt the post plant. They have something to disrupt the spam, but if they all crumble before they even get to that point, it's not gonna matter. And now the thrash is used from so far back. Artsine falls. Liazi, yeah, I mean, Liazi has to make a play here. It seemed like they had an advantage. They had the conditions to make something of this.
They're gonna rewalk it anyway.
Les has already gotten ahead of the smoke. Rich has to be careful. What? He connects.
It's not gonna do them any type of favor. The double flash play, it connects, but doesn't.
They haven't committed to the spike yet. Tui's on the tap. The falling comes through. 13 seconds left. Numbers the way of MIBR, but control the way of Loud. Not committing. Every single flash attempting to be turned as Mazine has gotten a couple. The satchel out from Paula, and that's another round. They understand there's some pressure, but they rotated away ahead of it. Now Artzine's already fallen, but look at Paula's position. 1, not able to find a second. And so now Loud can venture forth towards B. Patiently waiting with Crosshair trained. It's heavy. The bullet goes just a bit wide. And now the paranoia out. A thrash in his face. It's got to connect here, and it does. That's going to be the end of Mazine as Rich has gotten it to half. Can Rich and Liazi do it on their own? There's just not enough. There's not enough room for them to breathe. There's not enough space for them to sit comfortably on this. It's gotten down to 1. Liazi's gotten 3 on the round. There's just not enough time. They played it beautifully. They played it perfectly. They stuck to their guns.